This man answered a question and was immediately elected president. The question was, if a pig fights another pig, who wins? The man answered, the pig wins. And everyone around was shocked because he was the first person to ever give the correct answer. It turned out that in this world, human intelligence had dropped to an extremely low level. Smart people had fewer and fewer children, while dumb people were lazy, greedy, and endlessly reproducing. Over time, human IQ declined at a terrifying rate. In order to preserve the last traces of higher intelligence, humans came up with one desperate plan: place a man and a woman of high IQ into hibernation. That included the main character, Jack, and a woman named Ruth. The plan was that once human intelligence completely collapsed, the two of them would be awakened to save the world. The hibernation was only supposed to last 10 years, and the program was so secretive that only one government leader knew about it. But that leader developed Alzheimer's and completely forgot. The lab was eventually demolished, and the hibernation pods were tossed out with the trash. 500 years went by. The population skyrocketed, intelligence plummeted, and mountains of garbage piled up. One day, a garbage truck dumped its load onto a giant heap, and the last falling can tipped the balance, causing the mountain of trash to collapse, creating a tsunami of garbage that flooded into the city. Jack's pod was swept into the home of a man named Paige. The pod automatically opened. At that moment, Paige was watching an educational TV show. He had nearly mastered the lesson that 1 + 1 = 3. But when Jack startled him, he blurted out 1 + 1 = 2. 2 inches again. Furious at the setback, Paige threw something at Jack. Jack, bewildered, stepped outside and saw a group of people gathered around trash bins. He greeted them politely, but they misunderstood, thinking he was insulting them, and angrily told him to get lost. Jack thought everyone seemed incredibly dumb, so he went to a hospital to get checked out, but the hospital's name was misspelled, which gave him a bad feeling. Inside, it looked more like an arcade than a real medical facility, and the check-in process stunned him. They simply looked at the patient's appearance and pressed a cartoon icon on a screen. Jack was sent for a physical exam. The doctor handed him 3 metal rods. This one in your ear, this one in your mouth, this one in your butt. But just as Jack followed instructions, the doctor panicked. Wait, that's wrong. Take them out. We'll redo it. The one from your butt goes in your mouth. Jack was completely dumbfounded. When it was over, he rinsed his mouth at a sink, but the tap spewed out a bright green soda-like drink. From a magazine lying nearby, Jack finally realized it was the year 2505. He had been asleep for 500 years. As he stumbled outside to a vending machine, 2 men suddenly appeared. Jack was arrested and dragged into court, but now even the judges had extremely low IQs. His court-appointed lawyer turned out to be none other than Paige, the man still trying to learn that 1 + 1 = 3. Instead of defending Jack, Paige joined the prosecution in accusing him of being guilty. The whole courtroom burst into laughter. Jack couldn't get a word in, and in the end, he was sentenced to 10,000 years in prison.